Hey everybody, Velvet here. It looks like we made it to episode 3, and you know what that means. One more to go, and it's finally over. Thank God. Episode 3 opens up on the previous Marvel Zombies animation thing they did. It picks off pretty much exactly where it left off. 5 years ago, where the remaining characters square off against Thanos. Spider-Man narrates all of this for us. Spider-Man, Black Panther, and Ant-Man. Pretty sure it's Ant-Man. Well, Ant-Man's decapitated head. Spidey and a team cross the barrier to Wakanda, and they are greeted with the reanimated corpses of the Wakandans, who have been turned by Thanos. Thanos causes the jet to crash and explode, forcing our heroes to fight him. Even though Thanos has most of the Infinity Stones, they're able to hold their own against him. That's because he got the zombie brains. But the fight goes on, and Thanos starts to learn how to use the gauntlet. He uses it to summon an army of the undead. And just as the army of the dead start to feast on our heroes, a huge beam of light obliterates the zombies. Backup has arrived, and it's Thor, Rocket, and Groot. Hell yeah, finally a team of likable characters. Never mind, false alarm, they immediately get their cheeks clapped. Black Panther 1v1s Thanos with the Mind Stone. And I don't understand why he needed to use the Mind Stone for that. It just enhances your mind, it gives you psionic abilities, but he's using physical attacks on Thanos, which doesn't make sense. Oh, it's just so Thanos can get the stone. Are our heroes just stupid? Knowing they are effed in the A, Black Panther does what needs to be done and sacrifices himself by tackling Thanos and plunging them both into the vibranium reactor. Because Thanos lifted the ground up and exposed the reactor, that's why the reactor's there. But they're not out of the woods yet. The resulting explosion from the vibranium reactor threatens to take their lives. But at the last second, they're saved by the sorcerers of Kamar-Taj. A green bull. Neat. And these guys are tackling the Queen of the Dead, aka Wanda Maximoff, aka Scarlet Witch. And she has almost amassed her whole army. Well, that's all we get from the likable characters. Back to the Z-listers. Except for Blade. Blade's still cool. They make their way up the beach that's littered with zombies on spikes.
Fighting? At least these guys are dead. Mostly.
Oh, come on. Why wouldn't you assume they're still alive?
Can someone please?
I just cleaned my rings, so.
Yeah, same here. Oh, wax and everything.
My God, you people are so...
Yup. These two are never gonna die, huh? Back to the show. They made it to the gates of New Asgard, but they still have to make it past the gatekeeper. Alright, new character, let's see who it is. I hope they don't suck.
Leave. Now.
Hell, it's Valkyrie.
Okay, that was so cool.
Of course the insufferable character likes the other insufferable character. She's so annoying and condescending. She tells him that this is a place for gods, and thank God for Khonshu, because he finally gets them in the gates and we get this thing moving. A big ass party. Okay. I mean, that's one way to handle a zombie apocalypse. Not gonna lie, the food looks like crap. Manga and anime has spoiled me because food always looks amazing in those. But seriously, this looks like the plastic food they put in the windows of restaurants. Red Guardian sits down to have a drink and feast in honor of his daughter's death. Personally, I wouldn't trust that. Where are they getting this food? Usually in a zombie apocalypse situation, if something is too good to be true, it usually is. Looks like Thor survived getting his cheeks clapped, but he's a broken man. And personally, the most relatable character I've seen so far in this entire show. This is the most perfect image to describe how I feel watching these. Time to learn the food supplier for this little shindig. And it's Wanda Maximoff, the Queen of the Dead herself, looking alive. Okay, so she's absolutely the Queen of the Dead. I don't believe those Dora Milaje zombies are lying. So the food is most likely poison to turn the Asgardians into zombies. That would be my guess. Okay, these stupid characters are actually acting smart for once. Yeah, she's a zombie, how strong Scarlet Witch's magic is. I would assume she's doing something with her magic to trick everyone, and I wouldn't drop my guard. Wanda tells them that yes, she was a zombie, and she was infected, but she was able to use her powers to heal herself, which BS, Wolverine's healing factor couldn't beat it, so I don't think you could beat it.
You healed yourself?
Yes. Just as my gifts could heal this world.
I still don't believe that. Even Thanos couldn't beat it with the gauntlet. And just as they begin to drop their guard, the Asgardians start to show signs of something wrong. See? I was right. I'd call that crap immediately. You don't trust stuff like that in a zombie apocalypse. You just don't. Wanda dispels her magic, and we get to see what they're eating. It wasn't exactly poison, but it is poisonous. They were eating zombie brains, guts, heads, entrails, anything zombie, you name it, they were eating it. Even the Red Guardian was eating it. Oh no.
I ate a lot of things.
Wanda finally shows us what she really looks like, and yeah, she looks like the Queen of the Dead. An all-out brawl starts with our small group of the living versus the large group of the dead.
Hey, no heads up with the zombie food.
Can't you doesn't tell me everything?
Seriously, you were tricked, killed all your people basically, and now you have to kill them again, and you were like, hey, why didn't Khonshu tell us about the zombie food? I hate this humor so much now. Why are you making jokes when all this horrible crap is going on around you? Personally, I cannot stand Valkyrie, but she's going to make it. You know they're not going to take her out. Also, you know Kamala Khan's not going to die. All of these annoying characters, they're going to make it. Awkwafina is going to make it. Shang-Chi? I'd give him 50-50, but let's get back to it. With all of the commotion going on, Thor finally starts to stir from his hopelessness. But he really doesn't do anything yet. You know what? I'm tired of this. Let's speed things up. Mask guy dies like...
Death Dealer! No!
No! He was my favorite character! Honestly, I wouldn't say favorite, but he's more likable than most of them, so yeah, it does kind of suck he's gone.
Hey, Editing Velvet here. I forgot about Zemo in the original recording, so this is how he dies. Oh, Ed. No, he was my favorite character.
FBI guy loses his spatial awareness and doesn't notice the two zombies right next to him, and they chomp into him, taking him. I mean, I wouldn't say he's my favorite character, but he's better than Awkwafina and Shang-Chi, and oh no, he's my favorite character. Kinda. And maybe they get Thor? What's left of the team try to make it to the ship that'll take them up to space so they can call the Nova Corps. But Wanda is right on their trail. Red Guardian is finally starting to show signs of changing. But why did he take longer to change? Maybe the Asgardians have been there longer eating more food? But it seems like the party just started. Wouldn't the gods take longer to change than humans and then trigger the change? Because wouldn't they change as soon as they started eating? I don't know, it all just seems so stupid compared to the original story. God, I wish they had just done the original story. And if you say, oh, party's been going on for a while, why wouldn't Wanda, spring her trap and change the army as soon as she's sure most of them have eaten? Did she know the heroes are coming? I don't think so. But yeah, back to it. They barely make it to the ship. But it's far too late for the Red Guardian. He finally turns, forcing them to leave him. The ship takes off and starts to make its way to space. Before they can get too far, it's stopped dead in its tracks. They're being pulled back by Wanda. Good, get him, Wanda, get him. But isn't Wanda super powerful? Can't she just tear their ship apart and send them crashing to the ground and then feed on them? But sadly, she doesn't get to feed on them because Thor is finally ready to fight. And he holds his own against her for a while, but Wanda is crazy powerful. And Thor, a character that a lot of people like, decides to sacrifice himself to save these guys. Which, that sucks. We lose another character that could have been cool. Oh, and get this shit. He makes Kamala Khan an Avenger now.
You're not coming with us! You're the last Avenger! We need you!
No, you're the one. You're the Avenger now.
I cannot believe they're doing this again. They've tried this, and we all know how that went when Kamala Khan joined the Avengers and got her own video game. Yeah, they finally make it to space after losing Thor. And they finally get to activate the transceiver to call the Nova Corps.
I don't know what button to push. It's the yellow one.
Oh,
This yellow one?
no.
Oh, that one right there?
The other yellow one.
Okay.
So fucking funny. Space is vast, so it's going to take them a while to reach them. So nothing left to do but to kick back and wait. Oh, no, wait, they're here already. Which is not a good thing, because that means they already know what's going on the planet, and they've decided to quarantine Earth. No one gets in or out.
Attention craft. Return to your world. It has been quarantined by the Nova Corps.
Quarantined?
Your world has been declared condemned. Any attempt to flee the planet will be met with incineration.
Yup, looks like they're screwed. I hope Blade makes it. And that's the end of episode 3. Just one more left. Man, they really went get me the lamest characters you can find and try to make them work in one of the coolest comic book stories I've personally ever read. So what do you guys think? Personally, I'm hoping Wanda wins and takes most of them out except for Blade, and he joins up with Spider-Man and the rest of the other team. And then they take her down, and then they try to find a way to stop the zombie virus. I think that's the best you can do with this pile of slop we've been given. Hey, thanks for, watching to the end. Thank you for that. What do you think about this so far? So far, I think this is pretty lame and pointless. The original Marvel Zombies got crazy, man. I remember it started with Reed Richards meeting Reed Richards, and then we had the whole Magneto actually sacrificing himself for humans, which I never thought I'd see that before. Cosmic zombies, space cosmic zombies, zombies getting over it. It was great. This is terrible. It's every annoying Marvel Cinematic Universe character, and I assume they picked all these characters because movies, or they like these terrible characters. I think will like these terrible characters, except for what, Blade and Spider-Man, I guess Ant-Man. It's been pretty bad so far, but we just got to do one more of these and we're done. We're out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have been Velvet.